this trick is called 10 card poker. I've got my friend Catherine here to help me. And in case, have you ever played poker before?
Yes.
Ah, wonderful. But for those that haven't played poker, I've got a list of the poker hands on this sheet, which we can refer to if needed, okay? What we've got here are 10 cards from a pack of cards, and we're going to play a game of poker.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, I'll give him a shuffle, and when you're ready, just say stop. So,
Stop.
There, straight away. Okay, so I'm going to deal the cards like this. Now, if we were playing for money, how much would you want to bet that your hand is better than mine?
£2.
£2. I'm not sure I'm that rich, I'm a magician, but I have got these 2p pieces here. So we'll play for 2p.
Okay.
So your hand being better than mine. Turn over your hand, let's have a look. What have you got?
2 pair.
2 pairs, show the camera. So a pair of 5s and a pair of 10s, that's not bad,
Ace high.
but it doesn't beat my 3 of a kind in the way of the 3 kings. So I would win that 2p. I'll tell you what, we'll have a second chance. We'll give you a second chance and we'll double it up for 4p. 4p.
4p.
4p. Will you take the
Get
cards?
exciting, people.
Shuffle them, give them a mix up, give them a good mix up. Excellent. Okay, and what I'm going to do is take 2 of these cards and I want you to choose which one do you want.
This one.
And place it down on the table. Do you want, well actually I'll let you choose which one do you want.
This one.
Do you want me to have this one or should I put it back in the pack? I'm going to be honest, I'm letting you have the choices
You
here.
have it.
Okay.
I'll give this one.
Do you want me to put it back in the pack or shall I have this one?
You have that one.
Back in the pack or should I have it?
Back in the pack.
That gives you 5 cards, that means I have to have these 5 cards, yeah?
Okay.
So that's it. Okay, so for 4p, what do you have?
I have a pair of kings.
A pair of kings, show the camera. It's not bad, but it doesn't beat my 2 pair. I've got 2 10s and 2 5s, so I win the 4p. It's mine. I get to claim that. I'll tell you what, I'll let you have a third chance. Third chance, for all the money that's left in here, every single penny, I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 pence worth. Take the cards, shuffle them. Now remember, I put the poker hands here. We're going to refer to this in a second. If I fan out the cards, and you can see, I'm not even going to change the order or anything. If I just turn over the poker hands, there's a prediction I wrote on the back. It says, I will win with the cards in positions 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so if I go 1, 2, you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. My prediction, what have you got?
I have a pair of 10s.
A pair of 10s. That doesn't beat what I've got, which is here, 2 kings and 2 5s. So I win the 16p. I'm now a rich man. Would you like to know how to win at poker every single time?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. We'll put the money aside for a moment. The poker hands are genuine. These are normal cards, and there's a normal real poker hands. We're playing basically for the rules for the game. For the game, you need 10 cards, and I'm going to show you. These are the cards I've selected, but you can choose any set of these sequences, which I'm about to show you. We've got 3 kings, 3 5s, 3 10s, and an ace. This one card here is known as a Jonas card. Basically, whoever ends up with this card will lose.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what cards are dealt, who gets what, as long as you end up with the ace in this instance, you will never win. Okay? Now this prediction on the back is useful for the ending of the trick, to give this trick a nice big finish. I saw this idea from Aldo Colombini, one of the greatest magicians on this planet. I believe it was his idea, and I've been using it ever since. It's a great way to finish this routine. It says basically, I will win with the cards in positions 1, 2, 5, 7 and 8. We'll come back to that at the end. So first of all, you can take any, these could be 3 2s, they could be 3 10s, they could be 3 fours, it doesn't matter what the cards are. I like ace because some people think it's high, some people think it's low, just as the Jonas card, but that could be any card as well. You could have this as a jack and the trick would still work. So firstly, you take the 10 cards. Now, if you practice this a lot, you can keep your eye on this card and you can do this impromptu at parties. It's a great trick if there's a pack of cards there. Otherwise, if you're doing it in a formal situation like this, it's a good idea just to take your fingernail and scratch that card. In this case, I've just scratched the edge of that ace so I can see from the back of it that this is the ace. It's a secret mark which I've done by just getting my nail and just scratching it there. Now I can see that this is the ace from the back. It means I'm never losing track. I'm not having to worry, if that makes any sense. I don't have a pen. This is something, sometimes in a restaurant, somebody gives me a pack of cards and I have to do this trick, and a fingernail will just make sure that I can keep track of things. So first of all, I shuffle them, but all I'm doing is keeping track of the ace by just not letting it leave the back. My fingers are grabbing it and I'm just shuffling the cards, making sure that ace, which is on the back, never moves by picking up the cards in front of it. So can we see that? It's not really a false shuffle, it's just I'm holding onto that back card. Whenever she says stop, I then deal 2 poker hands. You know, because the top card was the ace, that she's got the ace in this card down here. So if you were to turn over your cards, I already know she's not 1, but she's got 2 pair, 2 kings and 2 tens. That's a pretty good hand. In poker, people would bet a lot of money for that hand. But you know you can't win because if I turn over my cards, I've got 3 of a kind, the 3 fives. And if you look at the chart, 2 of a kind, 2 pairs, does not beat the 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind ranks above it. So I would win that hand. So we do the trick again, and this time I can let you shuffle them. So at the moment I should have no idea where that ace is. Now there's a few different things you can do in regards to this routine, but what I like to do is just have a look at the back of the cards and have a look for that ace. And that, by looking at that fingernail, I know that's the ace card, and I just simply put it on top. It doesn't make any difference, I just do it really. And then I give Catherine the choice between the top 2 cards. Now I know this one is the ace, and this one isn't the ace. And I was fortunate, because in that little performance I just did for you, you chose the ace straight off the bat. So I asked you to choose a card, and you would put that down, and I would either claim this one or put it back in the pack, whatever you want to do. She's chosen the ace, okay? And now we could go through, and because you chose the ace to begin with, you know that I've automatically won with 3 of a kind. But let's presume for a moment that you chose the other card, let's say this one. So now the ace is here, so I put this back on the pack, you deal that one, and then I'm going to ask you to choose a card for me. Okay, and we'll run through them again and we'll have you choose one. Now all I've done is when it comes to her choosing a card for herself, I've gone and picked up that ace again for the second time, and I've given you a second chance to choose it. Now she's chosen the other card and she puts that on her pal. This one goes back into the bottom of the pack, and I ask her to choose a card for me. And then I can mix them up if I wish, or anything I want really. And I give her 2 more cards to choose from. Again, one of those cards is the ace, so I'll let you choose one. Now she's about to choose the ace, and that's fortunate for me, but let's just pretend she chose the other one. This will go back on the pack, choose a card for me. Choose a card for yourself. That's the ace. But yeah, that was the ace, but I'll let you choose that one just for the sake of it. Choose a card for me. And again, now this is the last time, this is the last time she can do it. The chances of this happening are almost non-existent. She's had 4 chances to pick the ace. This is the last time she can pick the ace, so that's this one. And if she picks the ace, then great, I've won. Perfect. But let's just pretend she picks the other one. Okay, and that goes onto the back. Now, I know the ace is here, and I say, turn the cards over and let's swap 1 card. Choose a card, you can do it by random, and I'll swap you this card and you swap me that card. Excellent. And now let's look at what we've got. And because we swapped that 1 card, we're able to get back into the position where I would win with 2 pairs. It very rarely is it ever necessary. You've had 5 times for them to choose the ace. But if it gets to that point where you need to, you just swap one card at the end and you're able to come back at the winning hand. For the third stage, I'll give you all 10 cards back, shuffle them. Now, if you remember the prediction, it says I will win with the cards in positions 1, 2, 5, 7 and 8. So what I'm looking for, when I take back the cards after you've shuffled them, I'm going to open them and I'm looking for the ace. Now at the moment, it's in position, it's in position this way, number 9. So in order for me to win, I just go from this direction, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? And I've won. But so let's presume for a second, put it back the way it was. So let's presume for a second it was there in position 7 this way around. That's one of the winning positions. What I would do is turn the cards over and now I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And because I turn the cards over, it means she ends up with the ace. And you've lost. I've got a full house, 3 5s and 2 kings. That's a very good hand. So basically, after they shuffle the cards, you're looking for where that ace is, which will determine if you're going to deal the cards face up, because now it's in position 4, so I do it this way, or if I turn them over this way, it'll be in position 6, I think. Actually, it's position 5, it's in position 5. So basically, this way with position 5, this way with position 6. So the way you deal the cards will determine how you're going to win that prediction. Does that make all sense?
Yeah.
That makes sense? So basically, let's just pretend one hand. I'll mix up the cards. You can do them face up if you wish, or face down. Deal out the cards. Just remember which way the ace is. Remember, you want to win,
3,
so
4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
and in which case I'm going to have this pile, so I get the ace card, so I've now lost, and now you've made it so you've won. For a full house. So the secret is just basically keep your eye on this card and make sure that you don't get it. That's called the Jonas card in many terms of magic, and it's helpful for several tricks in many cases. So I hope you enjoy it. It's 10 card poker.